This is your teacher, Don. I want to go over the prepositions with you. I had one of my students, and not just that student, but many students say, I am in my way, which is not correct in English, but is more or less correct in Spanish. Uh, so I had to correct her and say that the proper way of saying that in English, I am on my way. So take a listen to this video and I'll explain the difference of in, on, and at. Prepositions in English can be rather complicated, especially when you come from Spanish. Uh, Here is our preposition of place, okay? And the most important ones to know here is on, in, and at. Upon is a formal way of saying on. There are other ones here, but I think we need to concentrate on those three because those are the ones we use more often. So let's take a look at that. Now you can think of on as referring to a surface of some type, like a table, a wall, or whatever. So here are examples of the on being used in English and what would be the equivalent. And I think the confusing thing is about the on is that you often use the word in for that. So let's take a look at it. The children left their books on the table. And here we have it in Spanish, and you use the word sobre, which essentially means the same thing as on. Okay. Another example, he was standing on the corner waiting for her. And in this case, you use the word in. And there was a spider on the wall. And here we use in again. Here we have in, and of course, in Spanish also, which makes it very easy. But in English essentially means what dentro de, inside of something. So we have a sentence here, what do you have in your mouth? And you might say, that what do you have inside your mouth, essentially. But what do you have in your mouth? Here we have the Spanish where you use it, dentro de. Then we spent a few days in Paris last year. So in has to be remembered as being inside something. You're in a city, you're inside the city, you're inside Paris. Okay, so in must be thought in that way. There were two girls swimming in the river, and okay, so we have two girls swimming in the river. We use in Spanish, and this is in. And again, it's the same as inside. You're inside the water. You're completely surrounded by the water. So here we have at, and of course, again, in Spanish, we have the in. So my parents are at work, and you use the word in. And it doesn't work inside. You're not in work, you're at work. And act means in proximity to, close to, in front of. Okay, so if you look at it that way, rather, you wouldn't possibly use the wrong one there. Okay, here we have Bill is waiting for his girlfriend at the bus stop. Here we're going to use in Spanish, but at means, he's at. He's in the proximation, in the vicinity of the bus stop. And then we come down The museum is at the end of the street. Okay, again, it's in the vicinity of the end of the street. So learn those three. Try to, it will help a lot because there are the most commonly used and most often used prepositions. Okay, see you next time.